Hello everyone, I want to welcome to my channel, Living in El Salvador. Today I want to share with you guys a new recipe that I'm learning, a new El Salvadorian dish that I actually have not tried. But I'm guessing it's delicious, it looks delicious, and I know I will love it. And it's called Chile Relleno. I have tried Chile, I think it's still called Relleno, but it was only with cheese and it was delicious, so I know I'll love this one. So what I'm making is Chile Relleno. It's actually filled with ground beef or ground pork and some cheese. So that's what I'll be making today. And this is very special to me because, like I said, this is my first time ever making it. So I'm super excited, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Yeah, so lately I've been making a lot of videos about El Salvadorian dishes, and most of the dishes I'm doing it for the first time, so that's why it's so exciting for me. So I have over here 6 chile verdes, so green peppers. They should be a little bit bigger in size. And over here I am cooking some tomatoes to make salsa. And here is my plancha where I'm going to be cooking my green peppers. So the next thing I'm going to do is put a little bit of oil on my paper towel, and I'm going to put that oil on the peppers. Everybody says you have to have a lot of patience and do it with love, because if you don't have patience and you want a fast dish, easy dish, this is not the kind of dish that we can do fast. And now I'm just going to put the peppers on the plancha. So here's my plancha. It should be nice and hot. I'm just going to put these on, and they're going to start cooking slowly. So where my burners are, so that's why I put them right there. And these are my cooked tomatoes, which I'm going to put them in a blender right now. So here's my peppers. Cooking is, I have to flip them over now so they get cooked on each side. Just like that. And then you have to take all the skin off. These guys are cooking a little bit slower because the heat is higher over there. So I'll just put them like this. And right here, I am cooking some onion, green pepper, garlic, and then I added a little bit of basil and the other herb. I'm just going to cook it a little bit. And this is for the salsa. I'm going to add it to the salsa. So here's my tomato, and I added the onion and green pepper mix in here, and I also added a little bit of water. I usually take my skin off the tomatoes, but I have a good blender right now, so this one should blend the skin and everything out really good. Once the peppers are ready, I put them in a Ziploc bag so the peppers can sweat, so the skin comes out way easier. These are not still quite ready. This one's almost done. I think they're almost ready. So my salsa is ready. I'm just going to pour it back into the pot where I was cooking the onion and peppers. And now it's time to cook the salsa. I don't use cubitos. I know all the Salvadorian dishes use cubitos, like rice and salsas and soup and stuff. But I personally don't use cubitos. I love the taste of it, but for health purposes, I don't use them. So what I use, I usually just add paprika and some salt. That's pretty much it. So I add some paprika, And then I'll also add some salt up to your taste. So I added some salt and paprika, and I'm gonna mix it, and then I'm just gonna let it cook. Covered. So I'm just gonna cover it. And my peppers, I believe they're all ready. I have them all in here. So now I'm just gonna add some ground beef into this pan where I have garlic and onion already cooking. And over here I have some onion cooking for my rice. And now I'm just adding some herbs to my meat. I'm adding some paprika, Italian herb, some basil, and other herbs to it, obviously, and salt and garlic. Here's my rice. And here's my ground beef. It's almost ready. And again, I don't put cubitos into rice. Again, for health purposes. So here are the peppers. They're all nice and sweaty. Like this. Very nice. So now we just gotta scrape it. Scrape all that skin off. So I'm just gonna grab a plate, and we're gonna start scraping this off. So all the burnt stuff, we gotta scrape it off. Like I said, this is my first time doing it, so I'm not sure if I'm doing it quite right, but we'll see when it's ready, when we're eating it. So this pepper is nice and ready. Now we're just gonna have to cut it and get all the seeds out. And now just scraping all the seeds out. So this pepper is totally cleaned and it's ready. So it's going to put it on this plate. Now we got 5 more to go. There's another pepper. This one's peeling beautifully. So this is my last pepper to scrape. The last one to scrape. So now it's time to fill the peppers up with cheese and ground beef. Now again, I'm not 100% sure what kind of cheese it's supposed to be, but what I'm gonna use cheese that I use to make pupusas, and also mozzarella cheese. So I have 2 different cheeses that I'm gonna put in there along with the ground beef. So this is the cheese that I use for pupusas. Queso especial. So I'm gonna cut this cheese actually into pieces like this, and that's the pieces I'm going to add to the pepper. And so when you cook it in an egg, this cheese should melt. There. So first what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the Parmesan cheese because it's loose, so it's easier for me to put it right now. And then add one of the cheeses right in here. So it looks something like this. And now I'm going to fill it up with the ground beef. And fill this up with ground beef. And there it is. There's the pepper. So again, I'm going to put a little bit mozzarella cheese and 1 slice of the cheese, and then fill it up with ground beef. You can put too much in there because we have to make sure that they can close, because we are going to cook them in an egg. So here are the peppers ready, all filled up. Now we just gotta touch them up in a flour and in an egg and fry them. So now we are gonna use the egg, so we're gonna separate the eggs, egg whites. So we are just gonna beat the egg whites for now. So what I have here is 4 egg whites and 4 yolks right here. And I'm gonna beat the egg whites right now so it's nice and foamy. So I'm just warming up some oil right in here. And I'm gonna blend the eggs right now. I'm blending the egg whites. Then I'm gonna add the egg yolks. But for now, I'm actually gonna put the peppers and touch them up with a little bit of flour. So here's my flour, and I'm just gonna try to close these peppers as much as I can, and I'm gonna touch them all around. Just like that. So this one's ready. So try to close them as much as you can, like this. And then you just roll them right in here. So the peppers are all ready. They're rolled in flour. And now they're just ready to be dipped in egg whites. So here's the beat eggs. I added a little bit of salt in here. And now we're gonna dip the peppers in here and put it in the oil right in here. So here's the chiles, they're cooking in the oil right now. I'm gonna flip them over. Here's the rice is all ready. There they are. I flip them over. They're cooking. And I'm just warming up the salsa over here so I can throw these in the salsa and cook them a little bit longer. So here are my Chile Rellenos fried. Now I'm gonna put them into salsa. And the other ones are cooking right there. I run out of eggs. I should have added more eggs, but it's good enough, I guess. But one more egg would have been perfect. Now I threw the peppers into the salsa, and they're gonna cook a little bit, and then they're ready and served, ready to be served with the rice. And here is the chile relleno with rice and tortilla. Here we are. It's time to try it out. And this is mine. Right there.
Now where's this?
So it turned out actually really good. I'm happy with it. Really delicious. Has a lot of taste. And my baby approves it. That's all that matters. No, but it turned out really good. Has a lot of cheese in it. It turned out pretty good.